Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss some other concept of chapter 1. Right? Yesterday this was the problem some students were facing. They were having doubts. Ma'am, how we can find out the rational numbers between two rational numbers and how we can represent it on the number line. Right? So today I'll discuss these concepts of chapter 1 in the class. I'll keep on discussing with you. Okay? 1-2 questions I'll write here. Arav, I know. That's why I'm repeating this concept. Okay? And 1 or 2 questions I'll give you side by side. Okay? And please note down this thing. Your test will be there on Friday of chapter 1 and 2. Tarmandeep Kaur. An important discussion is going on. Yes, quickly note down this test of chapter 1 and 2 on Friday. Yes, Aniket. Today I'll complete this chapter 1. Tomorrow I'll discuss chapter 2 in the class. Okay, I'll give you extra questions of chapter 2 by tomorrow. And then a combined test will be there on Friday. A combined test of chapter 1 and 2. Right? Okay, let's start with the questions. Alright, now see here. Whenever you are having any rational number and the question is, you have to show this rational number on the number line. Simapreet, start your video quickly. Whenever a question is there that you have to show this rational number on number line, it is important concept. Okay, and some students are having problem in this concept. So try to recall this concept today. After today, I'll not repeat this concept again in the class. Right? So you have to make a number line first of all. As everyone knows that in the number line, the middle one is 0. Okay? You know that. And here we are having all the positive values. At the right hand side of the 0, we are having positive values. At the left hand side of zeros, we are having negative values. Okay? Here we are having positive, here we are having negative values. Here we used to start count from here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We used to count in this way. Okay? And here we used to count in this way. -1, -2, -3, -4 up to infinity. Up to infinity. Okay? Some students are doing this mistake. They're writing -1 here. -1, -2, -3, -4. No. Okay, you have to start from this side. And from here, from this side. Okay? It's clear now? Okay, now you have to represent this rational number. First of all, see that this fraction is what? This fraction is what? It is given to you as improper fraction. This fraction is an improper fraction or proper fraction. This fraction is a proper fraction or improper fraction. What are the proper fraction? When the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Suppose denominator is 5 and numerator is 2. That is a proper fraction. Okay. It can be in negative form also. -3/8. Again it is a proper fraction. Okay. Minus value, minus and positive, it can possible. Okay. You just have to see your numerator is smaller or bigger than the denominator. Right? So it is your proper fraction. What are the improper fraction? Improper are when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Numerator is bigger than the denominator. I have told these things in the class when we have started the chapter. Okay. Again now, suppose the improper fraction, another example, -11/9. This is again improper fraction. Okay, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, so please, you must know the difference between proper and improper fraction. Right? Here it is, numerator is smaller than denominator, and here numerators are bigger always than the denominator. Okay, now what is this? The question which is given to you, what is this fraction? What is the fraction? Yes, this fraction is a proper fraction. This fraction is a proper fraction. Okay, so there are two rules for the proper fraction and improper fraction. Okay, first of all, you just have to check whether the fraction which is given to you, it is proper or improper. Suppose it is a proper, okay, it is a proper fraction. Whenever the fraction is proper, it will lie between 0 and 1 always. Tarmandeep, you can leave the class. No more instruction on this. I don't want this much disturbance in my lecture. I am not repeating the concept for myself. Yesterday, number of students were calling me for this concept. It is a proper fraction. Whenever the fraction is proper, it will always lie between 0 and 1. Always. If it is positive, it will lie between 0 and 1. If it is negative, it will lie between 0 and -1. This is the first rule. You have to learn it. You have to keep in the mind. Okay? The fraction which is proper, positive fraction will always lie between 0 and 1 and negative lie between 0 and -1. So it will lie between, this fraction will lie in this right hand side or left hand side. Which side it will lie? This fraction, positive fraction, will lie between this side, right side or the left side. Very good, right side. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Okay, this is your number line. Now, the 7 is given in the denominator. Okay, denominator means that many fractions you have to make. That many partitions you have to make. Partitions. Okay, suppose this is 1. It is 7. So you have to make 7 partitions. Okay, I'm doing with the other pen. Okay, this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the next one is 7. Next one is 7. Okay, you have to make 7 partitions. Right? This is your first, second, third, fourth. Immediately next will be your first, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and last one is the last, 7th. Okay? Ashima, Yuvraj, and Yuvansh. Adjust your camera quickly. Aditya Dabar. Adjust your camera quickly. Whatever the denominator is there, this is the denominator. Denominator means that many partitions you have to make. Now check it out the numerator. Numerator means that position is your answer. It is 3, so this is first, second, third. This third is your answer. Any doubt is there? Any doubt is there? Okay, should I repeat once again? If the fraction is proper, it will lie between 0 and 1. It will always lie between 0 and 1. Okay, if now check it out the denominator. Denominator is 7. It means you have to make 7 partitions. Okay, and check it out the numerator. That means that is the position. Okay, so first, second, third. This third is your answer. Right? Should I give you any other question? Okay, to do like this? Alright, now do this question. 5 divided by 9. Quickly do it. 5 divided by 9. Simarpreet, it is a proper fraction. Simarpreet, I'll tell you regarding the improper fraction. I'll give you the next question. Okay, first of all, this question is based upon the proper fraction. Okay, I'm going to unmute some students. Be ready. Quickly start your video, everyone. Right now, 10 students are sitting in the waiting room. I'll not allow them to enter in the grade. Chaitanya, please come on the mic. Good morning, Chaitanya. Just wait. First of all, tell me this question which I have given you. It is what? It is proper friction or improper friction?
Proper fraction.
Proper friction. Why it is proper friction?
Because the numerator is smaller than the denominator.
Very good, very good. So in the proper friction, it will lie always in between
0 and 1.
0 and 1. If it is positive, okay, 0 and 1. If it is negative, then it will lie in between
0 and minus 1.
0 and minus 1. Very good. Now tell me, how many partitions I have to make?
9 partitions.
9 partitions. Why?
Because the denominator is 9.
Very good. The denominator is 9, so I'll make 9 partitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one is your 9th. You don't have to make 9. 9th is the last one. Okay? So it will lie in between 0 and 1. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Now, check it out the numerator. Now, which will be my answer?
Fifth line.
Fifth position. Okay, this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. This fifth position is the answer.
5.
Very good. Clear to everyone? It's clear to everyone? Okay, Manushi, clear? Alright, now I'm giving you now next number line. Quickly, take your practice notebook with you. Quickly take it. I'm giving you now next question. Do the next question. That is, third question I'm giving you, that is minus 2 upon 5. Quickly do this. Quickly. No, you mute yourself, Chaitanya. Yeah, mute yourself. Everyone, do this question. I'm going to unmute other students now. It is very important concept. Yuvansh 8 Florence. I'm going to remove you from the class. Rajveer ma'am, kindly remove the student. Their videos are post. Yuvraj Singh 8 Florence. Show me your notebook quickly. Where you are doing? Angel 8 Awesome. How you are sitting in the class? How? Rasham, please come on the mic.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Rasham, please tell me, this is which fraction?
Ma'am, proper fraction.
Very good. It is a proper fraction. Why it is proper?
Ma'am, because its numerator is lesser than denominator.
Very good. And it is positive value or negative value?
Ma'am, negative value.
Negative value. So it will lie between which numbers?
Ma'am, minus 1 and 0.
Very good. 0 and minus 1. Very good. Okay. It will lie in between these two. Okay. Now please tell me how many partitions I have to make.
Ma'am, 5 partitions.
Very good. 5 partitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is your fifth. No need to make fifth. Okay. Please make this thing clear. Okay. Now, which position is your answer?
Ma'am, 2. Ma'am, 2 by 5.
Okay.
Minus 2 by 5.
First, second position is your answer. Okay. Is it clear to everyone now? Clear to everyone now? Sure. Anshu Late Blossom. Okay. Anshu Manit Blossom. Abhudya. Mankirat. Yes. Mute yourself. Rasham.
Yes, ma'am.
Mute yourself. Okay. Now I'm giving you next question. Okay. Now I'm telling you the question based upon the improper fraction. Okay, improper. Suppose fourth question is 2 by 3. Okay. Now you have to first of all open the mixed fraction. Open the mixed fraction. friction 2, 2 by 3. It is what? Open this friction. 3 2s are 6 plus 2, 8 upon 3. It will be 8 upon 3. Now please tell me, this is a proper friction or improper friction? This is proper or improper? Very good. Yes, very good. This fraction is improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. This is improper fraction. So you have to make a number line. Okay, number line. This is your 0. Center point is a 0. Okay, now you have to check it out. If the question of improper given you in the mixed fraction, then it will be very easy for you. If it is given you in this form 8 by 3, then you have to convert into the mixed fraction, then your answer will come. Right? In this question, it was already given you in the form of mixed fraction. So you just have to open the fraction and then you can see that it is proper or improper. Okay. If the question is given you in the form of 8 by 3, then you have to convert into the mixed fraction so that you can check it out the position on the number line. Okay, now it will not lie between 0 and 1. No, it will not lie between 0 and 1. Okay, this is 2 something. 2 something. 2 something means it will lie between, this is 0, 1, 2 and 3. It will lie between 2 and 3. Right? It is 2 something. 2 and this is a fraction. So it is bigger than 2 and lesser than 3. It is bigger than 2 and lesser than 3. So it will lie between 2 and 3. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? No. Now the next step is same as it is. Check it out the denominator. Denominator is 3. So you have to make 3 partitions. 1, 2 and this is third. Okay. Now check it out the numerator. Numerator is 2. Okay. That is your position. First, second. This position is your answer. 2, 2 by 3. Any doubt? Any doubt? Right? If the improper fraction given you in this way, you have to convert into the mixed fraction. Okay, by converting into the mixed fraction, then only you will able to know. It is lying in between 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 2 and 3, 1 and 2. Right? That's why you have to convert into the mixed fraction. The questions were already given you in the mixed fraction. Now you can easily judge that it is greater than 2 and lesser than 3. Okay, it is 2 something. 2 something means lie between 2 and 3. This denominator is your number of partition and numerator is your position. That's it. Right? Alright? Okay. Now I'm giving you one question. Please take out your practice notebook quickly. I'm giving you a question. Okay? Now you have to do this question by on. Fifth question is minus 11 upon 8. Quickly do this. Minus 11 upon 8. Yes, hurry up. I'm going to unmute some students. First of all, check it out. It is which fraction? Okay, proper or improper, and then convert into the mixed fraction. Okay, Anshul, after the class, sit attentively in the class. Tanish 8 Florence, Anush Chaudhary, Vikrant Chima. Switch on the video quickly. Yes, quickly. Raise your hands, everyone. Raise your hands. It is very, very easy. Nikansh, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning. Nikansh, please tell me, this is which fraction?
Ma'am, improper.
This is improper fraction, okay? This is improper fraction. Okay. Now you have to mixed fraction first of all. Nikash, convert it.
It will be 1 upon 3 upon 8.
Yes, 1 3 upon 8 and it is minus. It is minus value, so minus will be there. Minus 1 3 by 8. This is the mixed fraction. When you divide, how you will divide? Everyone, how you are going to divide? 11 will be inside, 8 will be outside. Okay, 8 ones are 8. 11 minus 8, it will be 3. So how you are writing? This 1 will come here, 8 will go down, 3 will go up. Okay, values are shifting always in this way. Okay, this 1 will come here, 8 will go down, and 3 will come here. So this is the position to write the mixed fraction. Okay? Now Nikash, please tell me this fraction lie between which two numbers?
And it will come between -1 and -2.
Very good. This is 0, this is -1 and this is -2. Okay, this will lie between -1 and -2. Okay, how many partitions I have to make?
Ma'am, 8.
I have to make 8 partitions. Okay, just wait. Let me make a space for this. This is 0. This is -1. Okay, 8 partitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and this is 8. Okay, please make sure equal distance should be there. Okay, so this is 8 is the number of partitions. Now, which position is your answer?
Ma'am, after leaving
3
numbers.
3. Okay, 3 is not position. Okay, so this is first, this is second, this is third. This third position is your answer. Any doubt, everyone?
Ma'am, we can do by this method also. Ma'am, we will take 0 to -1. Then we will convert it into partitions and then we will make 4 partitions.
4 partitions, why?
Ma'am, I have done this different method, ma'am.
No. Whatever the denominator is there, that is your number of partition.
Okay, ma'am.
You have to always split in those many parts, whatever is the denominator. Here you are having denominator as 8. Okay, now this 11th will not be the position. Position is 3. After converting into the mixed fraction, position is 3. This first, second, third, this third position is your answer. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to everyone?
Ma'am, so we have to write it -11 upon 8 answer?
Yeah, anything. You can write this in the answer or you can write -11 upon 8. That is up to you. You can write anything. Both are correct. Okay?
Ma'am, look.
Both are correct.
Ma'am, look.
Yeah. Please mute yourself. Just wait. Let me. Swayam, Tushika, Anshuman. Just wait. Tushika, please come on the mic quickly.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning, Tushika. What happened?
Ma'am, I have doubt in first question only of improper fraction. You have given 2 upon 3. Ma'am, if it will be there on the place of 2, if 3 will be there, then in the mixed fraction.
In the mixed fraction, what will be there?
Ma'am, 2
Yes.
upon 2 only. Everything is 2.
Not getting what you are saying. What will be? What should be there?
Ma'am, 2 upon 2.
2 upon 2.
Yes, ma'am.
2 upon 2. It's not possible. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 4. 4 plus 2, 6 upon 2. Okay, that will be cancelled. That will be 3 upon 1 only. You can't make it into the mixed fraction.
And ma'am, in this question, -11 upon 8, when we have cut, then it comes
It will?
ma'am, then it comes -1 upon -1 3 upon 8.
Okay.
And this I have not got because it -2. I don't got how in between -2 it will be there.
It is -1 something. -1 something. -1 something means this value is bigger than -1. Bigger than -1. and lesser than minus 2. Okay.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
it will be minus 4 something, suppose minus 4 5 by 6, suppose. So this means it is bigger than minus 4 and lesser than minus 5. It will lie between minus 4 and 5. It will lie between minus 1 and minus 2. Right? Okay?
Ma'am, then we have to write in front of them minus 1, minus 2. This also.
Yeah, you have to mention minus 1, minus 2 here.
No, ma'am, the question will be minus 4, 1.
Yeah, if the question is minus 4, then you have to go this side. Okay? It will lie between minus 4 and minus 5. Right? Okay? Okay, yes, next question. Just wait. Avika, after the class. Just wait. Who was having? Chaitanya, you were having doubt? Quickly ask.
No, ma'am, I was not having doubt.
No doubt. Okay, just wait. Who was having the query? Swayam. Okay, Swayam, just wait. Chaitanya, please mute yourself. Swayam. Yes, come on the mic, Swayam, quickly.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes, Swayam.
Ma'am, as you given the fraction minus 11 by 8, ma'am, but in this section 8 is greater than minus 11, how this fraction is improper fraction?
How this is improper fraction? Because the numerator is bigger than the
8 is
denominator.
greater than minus 11.
Sorry?
Ma'am, but 8 is greater than minus 11.
You have to see. Only don't think about this is minus. Minus is common value. Just see the numerator and denominator always. Whether it is positive, whether it is negative. Okay, this positive negative sign is common. Okay, leave this sign. Just first of all check it out. It is proper or improper by matching with the numerator and denominator. If numerator is smaller, it will be the proper fraction. If numerator is bigger, it will be improper fraction. Then use this minus sign. Okay, to showing on the number line. Negative side, that is this side, or positive this side. Swayam. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Please mute yourself, and if still any query will be there, you can call me after the class. Okay? I am going to now tell you the next important concept. Please see this concept again very carefully. The next concept is how we can find out the rational numbers between two rational numbers. See, now I am giving you this question. Question is find two rational numbers between minus 4 and minus 3. Okay, suppose this is a question. How we can find out, a very very important concept, how we can find out any two rational number, 3, 4, 5, 10 rational number between any two rational numbers. These minus 4 and minus 3 are the rational numbers because they are having 1 in the denominator. Okay, every digit is a rational number because they are having 1 in the denominator. So this is also a rational number. Okay, so how we can find out? So in this way you have to find out the rational numbers. You have to write minus 4 upon 1 here and minus 3 upon 1 here. Separate. Okay, now you have to multiply with same number of digits. Suppose I am going to multiply with 2 by 2. Okay, and 2 by 2 here. It will be minus 4 into 2 minus 8, and this will be 2, and it is minus 3 into 6, that is minus 6, and 1 into 2, that is 2. So I am having these two numbers. Okay, I have to find out two rational numbers. Between minus 8 upon 2 and minus 6 upon 2, how many rational numbers will lie? Only one rational number, that is minus 7 upon 2. Only one rational numbers. Okay, so I can't multiply with 2 by 2. Okay, again choose the next number. Multiply with 3 by 3. Okay, 3 by 3. Now what will be the answer? Minus 4 into 3, that is minus 12 upon 3, and minus 3 into 3, that is minus 9 upon 3. Minus 9 upon 3. Now I am writing these two numbers here. Okay? Minus 12 upon 3 and minus 9 upon 3. Any two rational numbers can lie in between these two numbers? Yes. Okay, that is minus 10 upon 3 and minus 11 upon 3. These two rational numbers will lie in between these two values. Okay? So in this way you have to find out the rational numbers. If the question is given to you minus 4, minus 3, you can see that in between minus 4, minus 3, no value can lie. No value can lie in between minus 2 and minus 4 and minus 3. So you have to multiply with some numbers. Okay, start with 2 by 2, then 3 by 3, then 4 by 4. Okay, if you have to find out two numbers, then you have to see that two numbers are possible or not. Earlier I have divided or multiplied with 2. Okay, only one number was possible. Then I have multiplied with 3 by 3. Then two numbers are possible. So this is the answer. Okay, Manvi after the class. Now I am giving you next question. Next question. The time is about to over. That's why I am saying. Avika, fine. Okay. I am giving you one more concept. Okay. Next concept is find a rational number. Suppose they are saying find one rational number. Find one rational number between question is 1 upon 5 and 2 by 3. Earlier my question was minus 4 upon 1 and minus 3 upon 1. At that time my denominator was absolutely same. Okay, that's why you just have to multiply with same number. Multiply and divide 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Okay, in this way you have to take out when the denominators will be same. If denominator will be suppose minus 4 upon 2 and minus 3 upon 2. This is the question. Again you have to multiply and divide with same number. Okay, if the denominators are same. If denominators are different, then you have to take LCM of 5 and 3. Okay, that will be 50. Okay, that will be 50. Now you have to write in this way. Now write this 1 by 5 here and 2 by 3 here. Now you have to multiply with which number so that in my denominator I will get 50. Here also I will get 50. I will multiply and divide with which number so that I'll get 50. 5 3s are 15. So I'll multiply here also with 3. It will be 3 upon 50. Okay, now I have to multiply and divide with which number so that I'll get 15. 3 5s are 15. So 5 will come here also. 2 5s are 10 and 3 5s are 15. Okay, now I'm having same denominators. Okay, now you can write any number. You have to write any one rational number in between these two. 3 by 15, 10 by 15. There are so many numbers lie. So you can write any value. 7 by 15 also is the answer. Okay, 4 by 15 is also the answer. 8 by 15 is also the answer. 9 by 15 is also the answer. 6 by 15 also is the answer. Yes, Avika. It's clear to everyone? Manvi, clear? That's why I'm saying let me complete the concept. Then you will be able to understand more clearly. In this concept, please, I'm telling one thing. It is very important, this concept, when you have to find out rational numbers. First of all, check it out. If denominators are same, then you have to multiply and divide with same number. Okay, if the denominators are different, then take LCM. Okay, after LCM, you have to make the denominator that LCM. It is 5, so multiply with 3, it will be 15. Here it is 3, so multiplying with 5, it will be 15. Okay, now you can find out the rational numbers. Okay? Right. Any doubt is there? Okay, so I'm telling you that by tomorrow I'll discuss. Please try to do this concept once again at home today. Okay? In the evening you can ask me, ma'am, yes, I'm able to I'm able to find out, I'm able to represent the rational numbers on the number line. I'm able to find out the rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Okay, if you are not able to find out, you can ask me where you are having a problem. Okay, and by tomorrow bring the doubts of chapter 2. Okay, everyone, by tomorrow everyone has to bring the doubts of chapter 2, and on Friday, I'm writing again here, on Friday you will be having test of chapter 1 and 2 on Friday. Okay, there will be a combined test of chapter 1 and 2. Right? Alright, bye bye and take care all of you. हाँ, ये क्लास खत्म।
स्कूल में थोड़ा बहुत सांस भी लेना था, वो तो भी नहीं होगा।